So I noticed a lot of people have been buying the Insta360 X3. Now I don't do too many tutorials here because a lot of people think that content is
boring.
I did notice a lot of people asking me to make a video on how I export it, whether it's just regular video or 360. But we'll try to make this fun and easy to follow, and you'll be making your 360 content before you know it.
Mr. Black.
By the way, welcome to the channel. My name is Danny Black, and if you're new here, don't be a stranger. Click that button right there. Links to everything you can find down in the description, plus some more info and a surprise link. And yes, you can either connect your X3 to your phone wirelessly. You can also use their quick reader, which is amazing because you just attach it to your X3 like that. Or you can take the micro SD card out of your X3, put it there, and you see there's a lightning adapter, so you just plug it in, and you can get your files just that much quicker straight to your phone and edit your videos there. And the Snap Wizard is great for that because you could just set it on Snap, you hit the record button, and you can actually just move your phone around and capture it how you want to. But then when you do export it, you're kind of limited to 1080p. Unless you manually change it over to 2K, which is actually pretty good quality, and you can slide up the bitrate to the maximum, and you can add these other options, which takes a little bit longer for exporting, but if you have a good phone, it won't take very long. The other way to do it is by using your computer. And Insta360 has an application that's called the Insta360 Studio. And for me, I like to physically take the SD card out and put it into the computer so I can just dump all of the files off of that SD card and just save them onto my computer in some random folder that I create. And once that's all transferred over, then you can actually just drag those files into the Insta360 Studio app. Now here's where we're gonna split this off because on one hand, we can edit it down and just have a flat image like you normally see a regular video, and then there's another way we could do it where it's just going to be 360 where you can, look around how you want to. So when we have the files in the Studio app, you can click on the video file, and here's where we want to reframe it. You can move it around, and you can also even zoom in or zoom out depending on how you want the shot to look. And then you set a keyframe. And then you play through it a little bit, and then you can set another keyframe. It takes a little bit of guess and check to see how to do it exactly, but once you get it, it's really easy. Like, you're gonna get it. I believe in you. The other option is if there's a certain person or thing in the frame that you want to track, you can actually just press this little tracking button and you can highlight the person and you can set it to track. And that's a really easy way to do it. You can also make sure that you have flow state stabilization turned on. If you want some more vibrant colors, you want to turn on Color Plus. And if you want a sharper image, you want to turn on Clarity Plus. And you can also adjust the audio for vocal focus and noise reduction. If you have any lens guards on or a diving case, you can actually change the stitching settings right here. And then you trim out the beginning and the end of that clip, and then you hit that yellow export button. And we're gonna export a flat video, title it something, change the path. I turn the bitrate all the way up, and I change the resolution to 3840 by 2160, and that's 4K. Well, UHD. And you can also make it really easy on yourself, and you can save this as a preset so that when you come back to it or you do a bunch of different clips, you don't have to keep putting in that information. You can just go right to that 4K preset. It's upscaled to 4K, but it does give you a little bit better resolution compared to 1080p. So hopefully you were able to follow that. Wasn't too hard. It's gonna take a little bit of practice keyframing it, but you'll get it. So now let's move on to 360 video. And this is a lot easier. So you click the video to get it out on the viewer here. You can also enable flow state stabilization. You can enable direction lock, which means that specific clip will be always facing that one way. So no matter what, if somebody has it on, when that clip comes on, it's facing that way first before they move their phone. You can also adjust the stitching settings to fit your needs. If you want some more vibrant colors, you want to turn on Color Plus. And if you want a sharper image, you want to turn on Clarity Plus. For the audio, I like to turn on direction focus, which is really cool because if you're watching this with headphones on, when you turn it, it brings you there. It makes you feel like you're there. You're hearing things around you. It's really cool how it captures that sound. You can also even add a logo at the base of where the 360 camera is. So if it was like this, whatever's down here is the logo. Then you just make sure you trim out the beginning and the end of the clip, and you hit that yellow export button. And now we're gonna click Export 360 Video. Change the file name and the path name to whatever you want. I turn the bitrate up all the way, the resolution's good, and we just go ahead and hit export. Now, this might take a while depending on how old your computer is, so you might need to be a little bit patient, and it also depends on how long the clip is as well. But when it's done, you have a 360 video that you can upload directly to YouTube, and YouTube will do its own thing and know that it's a 360 video, and that way when you watch it back, you can move your phone, you can move your finger on your phone, you can also move your cursor on your mouse to see where you want to look. But another option, which is what I would do, is you take these clips and you put them in a video editing program like Final Cut, something that accepts 360 videos. So for me, I just put the clips in right there, then I can add music, I can add titles. There's 360 titles that you could put on there, and it looks really cool the way you can reframe it and knows how it's gonna look. You can even add in regular videos in there as well, and you can put it where you want people to look. It's almost like you can add little Easter eggs in this as well. And that actually might be a fun video in the future. So when I export this out, this is where the file tends to get really big. So on Final Cut Pro, I export it out so it says audio and video. And the trick is you want to make sure it's under 256 gigabytes because that's the maximum upload for YouTube. And 10 minutes is roughly like 75 gigabytes. So that's why you want it to be a little bit more cut up and more succinct, but you don't want it to be too cut up because if people are looking on their phones, you don't want to change the scene too quick. You want them to look around and things like that. But again, when it's uploaded to YouTube, it looks fantastic. People can use their phones to move around. You can use VR headsets to look around. You can use your mouse on your computer to move around the video. It's really cool. And I suggest if you do watch those 360 videos, make sure you turn on the highest resolution so it looks nice and crisp. And I love this camera, and I think that the whole 360 capturing thing is just fantastic. It's a great way to preserve memories, and also you can just walk around with your camera out. You don't really have to reframe it and point it anywhere. It's capturing everything, and then when you upload it, you can watch it back for years to come, and you can look around and see things that you might have missed the first time of viewing, or the second time, or third time. You see something new every time. It's great. So that's how I do it, and now you know. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you did, you can click that button right there. Hopefully you didn't find this video too boring. But I wanted to make that video for those people that were asking about it. But a lot of other videos to get to on this channel, so stay tuned. I'll see you next time.
Can we call you Uncle Blanky?
No.